Okay, so it's come to my attention that some people are still having trouble uh, figuring out how to install this mod, so I'm going to walk you through it with this video tutorial. First things first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look through the preview images, and you'll notice that I've labeled what each skin is called. If it helps you, I would write it down on a piece of paper what you want each unit to look like. Part of the reason it's so complicated is because just how many different units there are, how many different variants there are. I already have an idea of what I want all these units to look like, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. But before you start, you really need to look at all the images, decide what you want, make a list, and then you can continue. Once you are in the zip file, you're going to want to go to your mod overrides, and I am going to create a folder for this. I will call it, just for ease of access, new cops. First things first, units and the add file are mandatory. You must have them. I'm going to copy them over to this folder I just created, and then I'm going to select the skins I want. Let's start with the Zeal team on one down. We have our selections. For this scenario, I am going to pick the new Ginsec Gray variant. So I'll double click on that. I'll see units, copy, paste, and overwrite. I'm going to do the same thing with Winters. I want to edit the team to be, let's see, what do I want the team to be? Let's make them, let's give the team DHS. Copy, paste. Let's change what shields they're going to carry. I want them to carry black shields. So we'll copy, paste. Okay, this is where things get tricky because, separating units that were otherwise grouped together, I had to make copies of files, and things get complicated. So, you go into your units folder now, Payday 2, and this is where you're going to find your customs and your characters folders. Let's go straight to characters, shared textures, and then we can go to our place in shared textures folder. I want to start off with the shield the FBI carries. This isn't the unit itself, this is the physical shield. And he is going to carry, I want to give him a blank shield, since both FBI and Ginsec use the same model, and that's unchangeable. Let's go into bodies, and let's start with bulldozers. I want your primary shotgun bulldozer to be light blue. That's going to be this guy. As you can see, light blue. So we just copy paste. Now we go to his auto shotgun, the black bulldozer, and we're going to pick the next color. I am going to want that to be a darker shade of blue, this one right here. So, copy, paste. Saw, those would be the skull dozers. He is going to be green. Copy, paste. Now, those are just the bodies for these units. We also have to do the helmets. And because of duplicate files and blah blah blah, not all the helmets are going to be here. These are just the helmets that go into this folder, the Share Textures folder. So we'll go to SWAT. I want them to have black helmets. Do I want them to have black helmets? I might want them to have blue helmets. They might look interesting. I'm going to give them blue helmets. Let's experiment. And Ginsec Heavy. Those are the tans. I want them to have the white helmet. And that should be everything in the Shared Textures folder. Now we can go back to Payday 2, click on Customs, and we can forget about Shared Textures for now. We already did these four as well, so now we just worry about Customs folder. The SWAT shield. Don't really see them unless you're playing on a lower difficulty, but let's edit it. Let's give them a police label. Let's move on to bodies. And we will start with the... let's just go in order. PDC, Shotgun, MP5. These guys are also the first responders, but they're the ones that have the coat and the MP5. These are the two this is going to affect. I want to give them... let's give them blue uniform. Now we get to pick what we want the color of the jacket to be. I like the blue jacket. Now, again, we move on to helmets. FBI Heavy. Let's give him... I want to give him a white helmet again. Taser helmet. What do I want that to look like? I try to keep the names of the helmets self-explanatory, but Taser helmet can be a little confusing. This is not the black-yellow helmet. This is the black-yellow helmet. Black-yellow. This is the Widow because I have that semi-like Black Widow pattern with the yellow on it. So that will be Widow. I don't want that helmet. I want the black-yellow helmet. So... black yellow helmet. Place it in. And I believe we already did the SWAT shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me go back to our add folder. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we shouldn't experience any crashes or infinite loadings. First time you start out, you may experience a loading, like longer loadings, because it's got to load it all up. But then, any other time you boot the game up, it should be, very quick. Now, if this works out how I think, then we're going to have a situation where I basically bumped everything up. The FBI are going to be police, the GenSec are going to be FBI, and the SEALs are going to be GenSec. So I will switch now to gameplay footage of it in action, and we can see how it comes out. Okay, it should be arriving about now. Yep. Blue bodies, white helmets. Blue bodies, black helmets. That's about right.